Well, this is my first review of anything ever, but I have recently bought and have been using the AeroBand Pocket 2 virtual drum set. So a little about me. I'm actually come from years of playing in a rock band, guitar player, singer, but lousy, absolutely lousy on drums. So I insisted on being able to learn that, but unfortunately I'm away from home a lot, so what I do is I bought this thing so I could take the drums on the road with me. As you can see, I'm not the youngest chicken out there. And at 61, I decided I am going to learn to play the drums. So I bought this gizmo. And so I was skeptical, eventually pleasantly surprised. And I'll explain why. So when you get it, you don't normally get it in the case. The case comes with it if you buy it, and extra. Inside, you have stuff that falls on the floor. A bag of goodies. Doesn't come with it. It's my bag of goodies. I bought it. And you pick up the stuff on the floor. Another thing that it's mine, didn't come with it, but I use this to plug into sound systems. A couple of these wires in here do come with it, particularly like 2 USB / totals 4 USB-C charging outlets. Of course, there's no charger that comes with it, but you get the cables. So you plug it into your regular iPad charger or the side of your computer or something. And then on the end, you get 2 USB connectors. So here's one right here. Okay, so USB-C, I mean. So there's your typical USB, somewhere around here. And then 2 USB-C, and it's because the total kit requires 4. So then there's this gizmo. This gizmo is like the heart of everything. It is the Bluetooth gizmo. So the pedals that come with it, I'll show you in a second, the drumsticks, they're all Bluetooth. And then it will actually connect to your phone Bluetooth. It will then, if you run the app, it's Bluetooth on top of Bluetooth, and welcome to latency. So if you're looking to play the training game that comes with it, it probably is going to frustrate you because of the latency. And that I was quite disappointed, thinking, oh my, how much latency is this thing going to have? Like over my expectations. Beverage time. Anyway, turns out, pleasantly surprised that unless you're playing the little app game, the latency is next to no issue. So, with that being said, there are the pedals. Cool? Quite cool. Better than attaching little little gizmos to your laces and doing that, I think. Okay, my take on these guys is they're really good. They kind of shuffle on the floor a bit sometimes, so you got to drag them back. A rubber mat would probably take care of that if you really want to not have them move. But I mean, at the end of a song, you just move them back, or 2 or 3 songs. The one with the little dot, that's your kick drum. And there it is. It's looking for its Bluetooth partner right now. And this is the hi-hat and open close. So pretty straightforward. Put them on the ground. Put them the right way around. Bam. You've got pedals, which is clearly the best part about these virtual drum sets, is that you can have pedals. So then you have the drumsticks. Okay, you turn them on like this. Boop. Look, they got cool little blue things. And they come to life with a little vibration. Now, you can see they're flashing. They also want to find their Bluetooth buddy. And so here's the Bluetooth buddy. There's a little on-off button. Boop. I don't know if you heard that, but the drumsticks just went, ah, I found something. And they're happy. Everybody's happy. In fact, everything has stopped flashing. the pedal stopped flashing, the drumsticks stopped flashing, and they're now connected to the heart. And oddly enough, there was little lights on there that showed me the battery level. It was full. 4 little lights. Let me see if I can bring that. You can see them right there. They're not lit up right now, but the actual unit's on. I think maybe it comes on for a few minutes or a few seconds and says, here's your battery level, which is quite good. So, cool thing about this is it has multiple outs. It has in, so you can drive a device into it. Let's say you have an iPod or something, and you have 1/8 of an inch jack. It can go in, or it does Bluetooth in. And I found with Bluetooth in, it's not bad. Latency is not bad at all. So driving my iPhone using Bluetooth into this gizmo works okay. Output from the gizmo can be, like I said, again, 1/8 of an inch jack, which you can send to a sound system and be the rock star with the whole band if you want. Or, in my case, I just have a good old wired headset, and it works fine. In fact, it's better because I'm not using any Bluetooth. So you find the one that says OUT, bam. So it's on. Headphones are connected. Got to get the right way. These are particular. That's the right way. Now I wish you could hear that. I'm going to do some kind of audio mix so you can hear it, but I'm currently listening to the bass drum, which is going boom, 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 boom. And the drumsticks, you calibrate them a lot, like every song. To calibrate them, you hold them roughly where the snare is at, they say 45 degrees. I've been working with it. I've been going out a lot more. I've been going in, trying to find the sweet spot. It's about 10 inches apart. Hit both buttons at the same time, both little blue buttons. And press and hold. I'm gonna put them where I really want them. Good, calibrated. So we're gonna do a little more to this video, but I'm gonna tell you right here's the snare. Then you get high tom, mid tom, and low tom. You also get ride and a crash, hi-hat and snare. And of course, you got the bass drum. So that's it. Your drum set never changes. You can't configure it. There is a minor configuration to it. I don't use it. I'm just here to learn to drum on a basic kit, and that's what I've got. So I am going to do an audio take on this so you can hear everything. But for now, that's the unboxing. That's the basic setup. That's a unbiased. No one's paying me to do this review. I'm just doing the review because I think I want to get the message out that this kit's not bad. It's great for a guy like me who all I want to do is practice drums, learn drums. And you can take lessons and practice it. I mean, you don't have to have music playing along. You can download, they've got lots of files out there now, download music with no drums at all, which kind of scares me because I'm not that good a drummer. But I like to drum along with, for example, I put on my Sirius XM and I pick classic rock, stuff that I know, stuff that's relatively easy, depending on who the artist is and who the drummer is. Like I don't do a lot of Rush, Neil Peart, because not going to go there. And it's fun. It is a lot of fun. Remember, calibrate a lot. Like every song, calibrate. Sometimes you even have to calibrate within the song. Because what I have found is that while you're kind of wailing around trying to hit things, crash, and by the way, that makes the best kind of crashes. You hit the ride and the crash at the same time. And then all of a sudden, you'll notice that the drums, the virtual drums in the air, are not quite where they were supposed to be, or you're hitting this one, you should be getting a high tom, but you're actually getting the crash cymbal. So then just go back to where you are, quickly just bam, hit those buttons, hold them for a second, it recalibrates, and you start all over. And you can do that in the middle of a song, you know, maybe during a bridge where the drums are just quiet, maybe, and could be just hitting the bass drum with your foot, boom, 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 recalibrate at that point. You'll find a handy spot to do that. Anyway, that's where we are so far. I'm not sure, because I'm in the Turks and Caicos right now, sitting in the hotel room on a cloudy day. I know, you're saying, Tristan, what are you doing inside? So, probably going to pick this up at another day, try to get the output going to a multi-track iPad recording gizmo, so you can hear the quality of the sounds, and the quality is pretty good. Like, I would gladly play with a rock band with this thing. So there's no drum set, there's just you in a chair, and by the way, that's another thing. You got to find the right height of a chair. For example, there's an armchair over there. I don't want to sit in the chair, it's too low, but I could sit on the arm, and it's quite good. Like, the height is not bad at all. Then, you know, you can have a stool and play in a rock band and not have a drum kit, which is really quite cool. You know, having years of experience of playing in a rock band, that drum set, dragging it around. I'm not the drummer, by the way, but I still drag the shit around. So, like, yeah, dragging all the equipment around, man, you could keep it simple and you can have a fairly dynamic sound. Okay, that being said, an advanced drummer would probably say, you know, it's average. And he's probably right. It is average. Like, it's not the Neil Peart virtual drum set. It's fast. What's happening in these drumsticks is there's a little accelerometer, is what I'm guessing, and they register the stop. You like the stop and go. For example, I'm pretending to hit something, but I'm in the midair. But cool thing, 3 levels of velocity. So those of you who know what MIDI is, 3 levels of velocity. So that's quiet, medium, and hard. And literally you get 3 levels, you'll hear it, 3 levels of velocity. You can go like on the snare, or like nicely on the hi-hat, but you can also whack that hi-hat hard. And the same goes with everything except for, oddly enough, the bass drum does not have any velocity whatsoever. So when you hit that little blue switch, you get a tunk. And there's no light tunk, there's no medium, and there's no hard tunk. Just a tunk. And the other one is your hi-hat open and close. So you'll probably play, like often, with this thing pushed down with your foot. And you get that, and then when you open it, but the cool thing is, so it's open, and it closes, and you get the hi-hat closing. So that works just fine. Another thing, using these little pads, I always use a shoe. Because socks and bare feet, they don't seem to really get that crisp, you know, on time. Probably can open and close the hi-hat fine with socks or bare feet, but I didn't like it. So I always put on something, whether it's a pair of flip-flops, a pair of like slippers, or my deck shoes, and bam, then I find there's a lot more accuracy with that pedal, especially for the kick drum. Anyway, that's about it in layman's terms of how these cool things work. And actually, they're very cool. So a guy like me who's just learning, I want to take it on the road. I have a little package which easily fits in my suitcase. And if I got 2 days off somewhere and I feel like doing some drumming, I can.